Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of Project X. This movie is directed by Nima Nourizadeh. The movie stars Thomas Mann, Oliver Cooper, and Jonathan Daniel Brown. The plot in the movie is about three high school losers who want to be noticed and they want to be remembered, so they decide to throw the biggest and craziest party anyone's ever seen. Good, right? Well, unfortunately their party literally becomes the biggest and craziest party anyone's ever seen. Now, having seen the trailer to this movie and seeing Todd Phillips' name attached to it, I thought, okay, it's going to be funny. But what I thought the movie was going to be was, maybe a party, and then the majority of it would be destruction. I thought the first 20 minutes or so would be partying, and then, it'd be destruction in the yard, and then destruction on the block, and then destruction in the neighborhood, in the city, and then maybe out of state. I was thinking of scenes from Hot Rod, the rioting scene, and the ball scene and Take Me Home Tonight. And I thought, okay, this movie's going to be 1/3 partying, 2/3 just total mayhem and destruction. People are going to get killed and it's going to be violent. I thought it'd be crazy, but it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be. So, let's solve Project X. First off, this movie shouldn't have been titled Project X because in the movie they say that they're filming everything because it's going to be the main character Thomas's birthday video. Now, if the video was lost and they decided to label it Project X so nobody would know what it is, that's understandable. But Project X is just so random. That's like a name that George Lucas would give to a top secret Star Wars project or something. It could have been called The Party, and that's it. The other thing, as far as the acting goes, from all three guys, for this being the director's first movie, it was alright. You had the one main character who was really, reluctant, but then eventually turned into, hey, he wants to have a good time and he's carefree. And then you had his sidekick, Costa, who was just funny at times, but just came off as annoying. And then you have the third guy, JB, who just look at him and you could already guess what his character is going to be like in the movie. And then you have the best friend / love interest, but then you have the prettiest girl in the school love interest. So, you have all these characters that have been seen before in movies. Like, going into this, I was like, okay, it's going to be like The Hangover meets Can't Hardly Wait, and that's pretty much what it was. Also, this movie was just like one long music video. One long music video close-up of, terrible lighting and girls getting naked and just beer, red cups, and just a total party. Now, it might be fun for a little bit, but maybe it's just me, but I don't really do parties like that, because that's just way too big. The other thing about this movie is this movie seemed to go, okay, all the party scenes in movies like American Pie or those teenage movies where people show up at a house and you don't really see the party until the day after. All you see are the red cups in the lawn, all the garbage, and all the people hung over. Or even Hangover example. It's like Todd Phillips was like, okay, you guys want to know what went on during the partying scenes and whatnot in The Hangover? Well, here you go. This is what happened. It was like the party was just like, was too much in your face, I was like, okay, they're finally going to show a party, but this party was just so cliche. There was nothing about this party that made me go, oh, that's new. I haven't seen that before. This movie did have some surprising, shocking moments that were unexpected. And if they didn't make you go, oh, they made you go, okay, you done yet? Can we move the scene along? Come on, it's just a little too much. Can you try something else now? And that was it. Now, this movie had a great soundtrack as well, but because the movie was unoriginal and cliche and just too in your face, from a movie standpoint, if I had to give this movie a rating from a 1 to a 5, I would give it a 3. Because we've seen it all before, but never to this type of soundtrack. And the amount of destruction in this movie also left me disappointed. It was like when I went to go see The Dark Knight. I found out Harvey Dent was in the movie, so I was like, okay, gonna see Two-Face. Gonna see Two-Face. Can't wait to see Two-Face. And then we see Two-Face for like 5 minutes. And like, oh, that's it. Footloose. The character of Willard was played by a guy named Miles Teller. Miles Teller is in this movie, and he actually plays Miles Teller. And his cameo was cool in this movie, but it was a lot like Neil Patrick Harris in the latest Harold and Kumar movie, where it was really cool to see him, and his scenes were awesome, but he was there 1 minute and then gone the next. And also, I really found weird about this movie is I had to check IMDb, but a lot of the characters in the movie they use their real names. I don't know if it's a smart thing or just a really cheap thing. Main character, Thomas, real name, Thomas Mann. The buddy, JB, Jonathan Daniel Brown. The female best friend, Kirby, her real name's Kirby. The extremely hot chick at the party, Alexis, her real name's Alexis. And you have Rick Shapiro, his character's name is T. Rick. Oh, that's convenient. Rob Evers plays Rob. I think that was the neighbor. So